Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I've been doing my brows as of late. So I've got quite a lot of compliments, which is really nice, thank you very much, on how I've been doing my brows recently. So when I've been travelling and stuff, I've been doing my brows this way. Really quite bushy. I think that's the only way I can describe them. They're just a lot fuller than usual, they're messy, they're kind of undone, and I've just figured out a way using the soap technique, which I saw for the first time off my good friend Samantha on Snapchat. She then passed me on to Pixie Woo, who I think did the original video on this, and then I saw that Desi Perkins recently did a video on this technique as well. So there's more than enough tutorials on the internet for this technique, but I thought I would show you guys the way I do it, just in case it's a little bit different products, or you just want to see me do it. So here it is. I hope you like it. If you'd like to see how I do my brows with the soap technique, stay tuned. Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to go from here to here. It's really pretty easy, I feel. Like I said, I've seen tutorials like this absolutely everywhere, but I thought I would do my own just so you guys could see. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my Anastasia Dipbrow in medium brown. Drogba, you're messing with my vibe at the moment. I just want big furry eyebrows like you. You're so precious. Look who's that? It's the family. It's the YouTube family. So all you need is your Dipbrow or anything like this. So I use the colour medium brown at the moment, and the brush I'm going to use is my Smith 205. This brush is incredible. It's the smallest little angle brush ever. It's so teeny tiny, and I just love it. So I'm going to go in with my product now, not too much, but what we're going to do first is I've got my little Smith spoolie as well. Obviously you don't need a fancy spoolie, but if you use one every day, it's quite nice to have a good one. So I'm just going to brush through my brows. I literally do not trim my eyebrows anymore. I just let them go free. So we're going to start underneath. And then I'm just going to start extending that brow out a little bit because I want that length. And I'm going to do the same thing on the top, but if you look, this one's quite overdrawn compared to this one. Fire already! Okay, so that's literally pretty much all I do for the tail of my brow. If it looks kind of semi-symmetrical, that's fine. Then I'll get more product, and then I haven't touched the front of the brow until now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the straight edge of my brush and bring that down to the front, and then I'm going to use the flat side of my brush just to brush that through the hairs. And that's how you get it nice and faded. So if you've watched my previous brow tutorials, this is pretty much what I did anyway. The only difference is how I kind of tame them with the soap. If you get too much product, I just get my spoolie and I just kind of comb it through, soften it a little bit because that was a little bit harsh. And then notice I've not really put much product at all through here. Well, I just showed you my bad nail, didn't I? So see here, this is all free of product. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab my Pears soap, and you can see my little place that I use my spoolie. I am so lazy that I use my Evian spray, because I never use this on my face. I bought it for the sake of it, I think. But I'm going to use this in this little spot here, so that's how lazy I am. The kitchen sink is directly behind you, and I ain't getting up for nobody. Okay, and then this is my Anastasia number 7 brush, which I do still like, but I only use it for the spoolie now. And then I just get my brush and back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until you get what looks like this. And I call that pear soap froth. So once you've got some pear soap froth, you just brush it through the front of your brow, and you take your time and be careful not to drag it. So I'm pretty much not touching the skin apart from on my brow, which is fine. If there's a wee bit too much, I just actually use my finger, get rid of the pear soap froth onto a wee cotton pad. The reason we use pear soap is because it's transparent. That makes for the best result, I feel. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, but I just go through them, and then once I'm kind of happy with the shape, I'll get my finger, not that one, oh god, I'm just going to use it right, I've lost my nail, I'm sorry, drop by accident. I just kind of push it down, and then when it's still a bit wet, I can move the hairs around, and then push it down again. And this honestly lasts all day. It might be a wee bit too extreme for you guys, but what you can do is you can trim your brow hairs and then just do it with like normal length brow hairs. But like I said, I leave mine to just grow wild and free because this is the brow that's in at the moment, isn't it? And then to finish off, I'll just use my Anastasia brow gel, the clear one, and I'm just gonna do the tail of the brow, follow the way that the hairs are going at the front. And I actually do think that this brow gel is worth getting. I think it's a lot better than any other clear brow gel I've used. It's like thicker, it's like, it lasts longer. And these are the brows I've been doing recently. Yeah! Brows done! They're so nice. They're so nice. I love it. I love life. So you guys, I hope you liked that quick tutorial on how I've been doing my brows lately. A lot of people call this the Hollywood brow, a lot of people call this the soap brow. I just call it my brows. I deny that this is not me all the time. I hope you liked this tutorial, and I will see you next time. Talk to him and you know it, don't think that you don't know it.